Good day, everyone. I'm Robert Duns, News Director here at WJCU-TV and 88.7 FM WJCU. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We have the first televised presidential debate for the John Carroll University student offices. Joining me here is Andy Costigan and Tom Haren. They are both running for president of the John Carroll University Student Union. The rules of the debate has been agreed by both candidates. They have 3 minutes to respond to each question and a 30 seconds response time after that. I will repeat each question to them, and we will start, however, with the first 10 questions to kind of let you get to know them on a more personal level. So we're going to begin, of course, with the coin toss. Andy won it. So, Andy, where are you from?
I'm from Akron, Ohio.
Cool. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, one older brother.
Where did you go to high school?
I went to St. Vincent St. Mary High School.
What is the funniest thing you've ever seen?
In my chemistry teacher trying to repeatedly break a karate board over his forehead.
Oh, cool.
Unsuccessfully.
What do you do in your spare time?
I love to take road trips to visit my friends at other schools. I like to travel and spend time with my family and friends.
Nice. If given the choice between Pepsi and Coke, which would you choose?
Definitely Coke.
What is your favorite movie?
Forrest Gump.
What is your favorite TV show?
Survivor.
And who is your role model?
My mom.
And Tom, same questions. The first one, where are you from?
I'm from Lowell, Ohio.
Where did you go to high school?
Lowell High School.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I have a younger brother and a younger sister.
What is the funniest thing you've ever seen?
Definitely the University of Texas trying to play Ohio State this year.
What do you do in your spare time?
I like to watch football, play music, and I'm also currently trying to write a 3-act play.
If given the choice between Pepsi and Coke, which would you choose?
Coke, absolutely. I'm a classic kind of guy.
What is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie would definitely be Big Fish.
What is your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? House MD.
And who is your favorite role model?
My role model would definitely, I would have to say, be my late grandfather.
I see. I must say, on a funny note, I cannot believe none of you picked for favorite TV show, The Carroll Insider, the program you were on now.
That's
but
close
it's okay.
second. Close second.
It would be a political answer if you did answer that. All right, again, we're going to get into the debate now. Again, I'll repeat each question to you. We'll begin with Andy. You will have 3 minutes to respond. Then I'll repeat the question. Tom, you'll have 3 minutes. Then you have 30 seconds to respond, and as well as you will. All right, the first question, Andy. What have you done in your past that makes you the best candidate for president of the John Carroll University Student Union?
During the year 2005, I served as the vice president for administration for the student union. So essentially, I was the vice president of the student body. During this term, I worked hand in hand with President Dan O'Malley, facing many pressing issues that concerned every student at John Carroll University. And during this time, I essentially worked with Dan in confirming every single decision that faced the student union. Given this experience, I have faced pretty much every issue, and there won't be any new issues that will come before me during my time, for the most part, if I were to be elected as president. Furthermore, I know how the student union as an organization functions. I know the inner workings of the branches. I'm very familiar with all of the higher up administration that I would be working with, the deans and other administrators. And I have a good working relationship with these people. I've seen in the past that many executive board officers often spend a good portion of their first term trying to get familiar with the workings of the organization as well as the people. But since I already have these healthy relationships, I would be able to start with no backset in my term. Furthermore, I have a very strong understanding of how the internal branches of the student union works. I've worked closely with all 4 branches, and in my term as Vice President for Administration, I worked on communication between these 4 branches and unity. Besides my experience with student union, I've also been involved with other things on campus. I'm currently a resident assistant in Dolan Hall, and this gives me an opportunity to live and hear closely from residents specific issues and complaints that they have about living here on campus. And finally, I've also been highly involved with campus ministry, which has also given me a manner to reach out to other students on the campus.
Okay, thank you, Andy. Tom, you have the same question. What have you done in your past that makes you the best candidate for president of the John Carroll University Student Union? You have 3 minutes.
In my past, I've been directly involved in many student organizations. I'm a member of the Ohio Upsilon chapter of the Sigma Phi Epsilon fraternity. I was the IFC representative for SIGEP, as well as the IFC representative to the Greek Housing Committee, which is the committee which is kind of spearheading the movement to get some type of Greek housing on this campus. I am involved in Rhapsody Blue. I was the business manager and the vice president for Rhapsody Blue. I was a Blue Streak ambassador with the Office of Admissions, which gave me a chance to work with various people on the admissions staff and kind of find out what really is bringing students to John Carroll. I've also been active in various philanthropic endeavors, including the LABRA project, which if you haven't gone out on LABRA yet, I highly recommend it. It is a great thing and it can literally change your life. I've been involved in the cultivating community, and I've also went down and served at the Ronald McDonald House.
I see. Andy, you have 30 more seconds to respond.
There's really not much to add to this question. I think that this question shows that both Tom and I have been highly involved in campus during our time here. The only distinction that could be made between the two of us is that I've certainly had more direct involvement with the student union and branches such as the Senate and the hearing board and the programming board and the LSO.
Tom, you have 30 more seconds to respond.
I agree with Andy. We've both been very involved in other student organizations. And I also think he brings up a good point with the difference being that he has had more direct involvement with the student union. However, the problem with our student union is the way in which it kind of takes care of its own. The student union senators kind of become the vice presidents, and the vice presidents become the presidents, and we really need to find a way to actively engage the entire student body as a whole in the goings-on of the student union.
Thank you, Tom. Our second question comes to us from a faculty member, Dr. Richard Hendrickson of the Communications and Theater Arts Department. Dr. Hendrickson asks, as a faculty member at John Carroll, some professors and students have been meeting on campus to discuss our academic honesty code. They are thinking specifically on adopting an honor code for the campus. I was wondering what you thought of the idea. Do you support it?
Overall, I think I would be certainly open to supporting such an adoption of an honor code here on campus. I'm aware that as of now, we don't have such a code, but instead we have certain guidelines that instruct students how to behave in terms of their academic integrity. I am familiar with several students at other universities throughout the country, such as the University of Virginia or Bryn Mawr University, where honor codes are indeed in effect. And I've been informed from students at these universities that the code seems to work very well. I've read statistics that there's a decrease in cheating that takes place at certain universities where honor codes are in effect. And personally, I don't see that there's anything wrong here with students affirming that we've been doing our own work. Furthermore, I think that the implementation of an honor code here at John Carroll would possibly lead to a better relationship between students and their professors, which I think is something very important that we should work towards.
Thank you, Andy. Tom, let me repeat the question for you. Some professors and students have been meeting on campus to discuss our academic honesty code. They were thinking specifically on adopting an honor code for the campus. I was wondering what you thought of the idea. Do you support it? You have 3 minutes.
First of all, I would just like to say that it is a great thing that the professors are talking to the students about this, and it shows that they're treating them with a sense of responsibility that they definitely deserve. And I also applaud them on recognizing the fact that the students on this campus, by and large, are very responsible individuals, and they can be trusted to do, their own work and not to cheat. And I think it's a step in the right direction of addressing the bigger problem of the university kind of treating a lot of our students like we're not really old enough to make our own decisions, and we're not old enough to take care of ourselves. And I think that's a big problem, and I definitely think this is a great step in addressing it and finding a solution.
Thank you, Tom. Andy, you have 30 more seconds to respond.
I really don't have anything much more to add to this question. I agree with Tom that adopting an honor code might be a step in the right direction towards the university treating its students as adults rather than children. And so I agree that perhaps it would be beneficial to be open to discussing implementing an honor code here at John Carroll.
Thanks, Andy. And Tom, you also have 30 seconds to respond.
I would like to say that I fully support having the honor code on this campus, and if elected, I will do my best to make sure that it does happen and that it is implemented as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you, Tom.